In this video, we're going to talk about resting coffee. You might have seen or heard somewhere that you should rest your coffee before you use it. And you might be thinking to yourself, how do I rest coffee? And what's the difference between resting coffee, purposefully resting it, and coffee just naturally getting older and aging? Well, today we're going through all of the what's, how's, and why's, and I'm going to make this as easy to understand as possible. So first, why do we rest coffee in the first place? During roasting, carbon dioxide gas builds up in the coffee. And at a crucial point in the roasting process, called the first crack, some of this gas leaves the coffee, but a lot of it is retained inside, trapped inside. What's so important about this gas? Well, it's a crucial component for crema. It's basically the small bubbles. And if you want a thick crema, then having some of this gas is really important, really beneficial for it. But if your goal is good coffee, good tasting coffee, nice flavor, having too much of that gas is bad. And this is because of a couple of things. This gas forms a hydrophobic barrier in with the coffee grounds, and it basically repels the water, making it harder for the water to extract the coffee. And when this gas is dissolved, it forms a type of acid called carbonic acid. This acid in small amounts is beneficial to the coffee, increasing the perceived acidity and brightness of it. But in larger amounts, it causes a very sharp, sour taste. And the presence of the gas alone causes pockets in the bed and channels where water can pass through, skipping the coffee grounds entirely. In percolation and immersion brewing methods, this effect of the coffee unevenly extracting and the gas causing pockets in the bed can be reduced slightly by adding water to the coffee grounds and letting it soak, what's called blooming, to allow some of the gas to expel before then adding the rest of the water to make the coffee. But when it comes to espresso and mocha pots, where the coffee grounds are tightly packed together, you have a big problem because the gas can't fully escape. It's not really got anywhere to go other than out through the bottom or the top of the basket. And that causes big channels where the gas is forcing its way through and just an uneven extraction. As coffee ages over time and gets older, it does gradually release this gas, but it's often paired with oxidation and the coffee basically goes stale. And this is caused by improper storage. Either the coffee is out in the open or it's not in a sealed container. So this is where resting comes in. Purposeful but controlled aging of the coffee to get rid of some of the gas, but minimize oxidation as much as possible. By resting the coffee, you increase the permeability of it, meaning you can extract more flavor, have better, more consistent shots, and make it easier to dial in. And the best way to do it is to leave the coffee in its bag, unopened, with the original seal intact. These coffee bags are designed to keep air from coming in while letting gas out via a one-way valve. And this makes the coffee bag the perfect environment for resting. These coffee bags are designed to keep air from coming in while letting gas go out via a one-way valve. And this makes the coffee bag the perfect environment for resting coffee. But what if your bag doesn't have one of these one-way valves? Well, I'd transfer the coffee straight to an airtight container like an Airscape or Fellow Atmos as soon as you buy the coffee, especially if the coffee is in a craft paper bag, as these bags are notorious for aging coffee and making it stale before you've even opened it. Now you might be wondering, how do you know if your coffee is rested enough? There are all kinds of recommendations on how long you should rest your coffee for. Some people say a couple of weeks, others say a couple of months. The real answer? There is no fixed or absolute time you should let your coffee rest for. It all depends on the kind of coffee that you have. If you have a lightly roasted coffee, it likely has a lot of gas trapped in it and a dense structure, meaning that it takes longer for the gas to leave the coffee. So in this case, a long resting period would be very beneficial for it. If you have a medium roast coffee, it likely doesn't need as long of a rest as a light roast coffee because it probably won't have as much gas in it, but it will definitely need a rest. And if you want a starting point, I'd aim for a week, 2 weeks. But again, this is subjective and it's not a set in stone rule. And if you have a dark roast, it's best to use the coffee earlier than you would for a medium roast because the structure of the coffee is a lot more open than a medium and light roast. It's less dense, which means that the gas can leave really easily. So you don't need to rest a dark roast for as long as a medium or light roast. Again, subjective, but I'd say maybe a week, maybe a couple of days after the roast date. And when you open that bag of dark roasted coffee, the time that you have to use it before it goes stale and icky is a lot shorter than a medium or a light roast. Personally, I don't worry about how long I rest my coffee for. It's basically whenever I get round to it. So my coffee can stay in its bag for a couple of weeks to a month, 2 months, and the coffee will taste perfectly fine, it'll taste great. But as a general rule, I don't use coffees within the first week after roasting and no longer than 2-3 months, just for the best flavour and freshness. And that's basically all there is to it. That's how you rest coffee. That's the difference between resting coffee and just letting coffee age. I hope that this was explained in a way that's easy to understand and avoids any confusion. And that's the end of this video. If you liked this video and want to see similar content in the future, subscribe, turn on notifications, give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one.